Kelly Rundle, R-U-N-D-L-E. Hello, board. Hello, superintendent. I'm here today to speak on behalf of the intensive skills students at Pioneer and how your recent decision to move Pioneer to Rice and Applegate impacts them. I have been an intensive skills teacher at Pioneer for the past 7 years. The majority of my students are on the autism spectrum and many are nonverbal. I would like to give these kids a voice today. When I think about the move to Applegate, I try to envision my students there. One of my students is a refugee. He's nonverbal, has experienced a great deal of trauma in his young life. For this student, sitting for 5 minutes in the classroom is an accomplishment. It is essential that he walk frequently, otherwise he bangs his head, bites, and cries, and hits staff. He can't handle being in one place for more than a few minutes, and he likes being around kids and adults. Holiday works for this student. There are lots of places for him to walk and many different directions for him to take. At Applegate, he will walk a single hallway, and it will be impossible to get his sensory needs met. Holiday works well for all of my students because of its unique design and spaces outside of the classroom, which allow for quiet spaces to calm and get sensory needs met, spaces that are outlined in my students' IEPs. At the Holiday Youngson building, my students are able to take long walks inside on rainy days and are able to take long walks outdoors while still remaining on the school grounds. Taking long walks is a de-escalation strategy for many Pioneer students. Applegate is a small school with a single hallway. It is not fenced, has no playground, and no gym. Applegate is in very close proximity to a park and a busy street. Many students at Pioneer are runners, and many students over the years are placed in my classroom for that reason. The Holiday Youngson building has a large grass area with no trees. When a student starts to run during recess, staff has line of sight and is able to run after the student prior to them leaving the school grounds. Unfortunately, Applegate has very little grass area or school grounds. If a student happens to get out of sight at Applegate, they will head directly into a public park, a busy street, strangers, and many places to hide. Applegate lacks the essential school components such as a gym, playground, kitchen, and library. If you want to include our kids in neighborhood schools, they need to be at a facility with the basic components of a regular school to practice skills for inclusion. My students practice library skills weekly and learn essential skills such as appropriate volume, sitting while a story is being read, and learning how to find books that interest them. One of my longtime nonverbal students loves it when our librarian reads to him. He sits next to her, he helps her turn the pages, and smiles and giggles with excitement as she reads.
Can
My
you wrap up your
nonverbal
comments,
student.
please? Thank you. You can finish your sentence.
Okay.
Just
You are favoring the students with advantages over students who have little to no advantages in life. I visited the Applegate campus. It is not suitable for Pioneer students. Your decision needs to change.
thank you.